Hey, check, mic check. Can you hear me over here?
Can you hear me over there?
I can hear you. Can you hear me over here?
I can hear you over here.
Hello? Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Side Projekt Podcast. No, do it again. It's okay. Don't worry about it, man. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Welcome to the Side Projekt Podcast. Yes. There we go. We're not going to delete that. We're going to leave that in.
Yeah, oh, so why'd you say that?
What's up, everybody? My name is Chazzy.
And I'm Julio.
And you're watching or listening to
the Side Projekt.
Side Projekt Podcast. Yeah. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It is a
side project.
Oh, in unison again.
Pound it. We're just so good already.
And it's a podcast. What we're going to do on this podcast is we're going to talk about games and movies.
Yeah, do a couple different little things that
we
might be interested in.
There sometimes. We're just going to talk about life. We're just going to, we shoot the shit with each other all the time. We talk about everything. We got a lot of interest in exactly that. Games, movies, and music and everything. And we decided, hey, you know what? Why don't we bring it to everybody? Because we're awesome and you're awesome. So we thought, why don't we just be awesome together?
All awesome together.
So,
all right, good stuff.
No, I'm just playing. But we are going to be, we're just going to be having a good time here, man. And we hope that you guys have a good time with us. As much as it is our podcast, it's our podcast, right?
You
like that once again.
Damn, we're just so good already, man.
We want you guys to shoot down in the comments on YouTube or even on our Instagram, which you can follow at Side Projekt Podcast. You like that? Like that plug? 2 minutes in or a minute in? I don't know where we're at.
Good stuff.
Like, share, Side Projekt Podcast on Instagram, Side Projekt Podcast on YouTube, and shoot down to the comments, interact with us, tell us what you like, tell us what you don't like. Like if you want me to fix my face, you can tell me to do that.
Just give us a little something, man.
Yeah, interact with us. Tell us about things. Tell us about your life. Tell us what you think about the things that we're talking about. We'll shoot down to the comments and we'll interact with everybody else, right?
All right, cool.
We'll talk as much as we can.
You wanna dive right into it?
Yeah, let's just dive right into it, man. We don't need to talk about it so much. Something that I really want to talk about, which I'm sure everybody's into and talking about with their friends and families, is the Jaoquin Pheonix's portrayal of the Joker.
Hands down, best Joker, man.
Best Joker
we've seen.
Yes.
And it's going to be pretty rough. Anybody that comes after him and tries to take on that role. If they do
another Joker, which, they will for all time. There'll be another one. There's a lot of people out there, though, that are saying that Joaquin's portrayal of the Joker is not like a quote-unquote
Joker,
comic accurate Joker. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't include him in the comics because it was more like an origin story.
But you know why I don't mind it, because they never came out and said that they were, and it was supposed to be a development of his character specifically. It wasn't surrounded by other people and what they were doing and how he cut into that. It was just showing you more so how he came to be the Joker.
Yeah, and it was more of again, like I said, people are kind of upset that because Joker doesn't really have a straight 100% accurate origin story, and this was more of an origin story take on the Joker. But I think it was like Todd Phillips, and I know Todd Phillips directed it, but does anybody know if he was did he write it? I don't know who wrote this film. I didn't do my homework.
Whoever
didn't do my research.
It's all right, but whoever did, man, they did a damn good job because that's a big part of it.
Yeah, this was their take on it, and I think it's awesome. At first, when they announced this, I was like kind of riding with everybody going, he doesn't have an origin story, really. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's the whole thing.
And
with
you
the
changed
Joker.
your mind a little bit?
I changed my mind after seeing the movie because this was awesome. This was awesome direction, awesome acting, awesome cinematography, awesome writing, even the colors. Dude, when it first opened up,
kind of kept everything simple, right?
No.
Be too dramatic?
With the even when it first opened up, it set the era and the time with the WB logo in the very beginning of the film.
Yeah,
with
if anybody really
paid
attention to that.
Yeah, if you really paid attention, it was the old school WB logo. It's awesome little Easter egg thrown in there to set the time and the era. You know what I mean?
Nice.
I think that was dope, dude. But yeah, he's definitely my top. His portrayal, one of my favorite lines in that movie, man. I think a lot of people will agree because I've been seeing things go around on social media.
Which, if you haven't seen the movie by now, you
go out there and see it. Yeah, here's something real quick. Slide in. As far as spoilers go on this podcast, we're fucking spoiling everything. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna kind of give it, our thing is maybe like a 2-week turnaround
minimum. I think it needs to be
at minimum. Yeah, at minimum.
So yeah.
What I was saying was so spoiler if you haven't seen it. I don't know exactly when this episode's coming out, but by the time that this episode comes out, you should have already seen it. There's been plenty of time. You can't get mad at us. But when he was in the therapist office. and he was talking about, I come in here week after week, or whatever the exact quote was. Don't quote me on it. But when he was like, I come in here week after week, and you ask me the same questions and this and that and blah blah blah. All I have are negative thoughts. Man. I was like, wow, that hit deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And
like,
I think
that's dope. It shows mental
it did for a lot
health,
of people.
mental illness.
And again, it kind of showed, I think, a little bit that everybody kind of goes through is that no matter what he was kind of going through, he was still trying to toe the line, trying to do the 9 to 5, trying to, just make it and be okay, or at least what's acceptable within society. Even though he had his own issues, he was still trying to kind of push through that, you know?
Yeah.
So I appreciated that. I think it was it definitely left me a little disturbed at first, but I enjoyed it for sure.
Yeah, no, I liked it, man. I liked the real down to earth touch on mental illness. It wasn't just the Joker that was trying to terrorize Batman and all, you know what I mean, and do this and do that, and it was just him trying to get through life and deal with his bullshit. You know what I mean?
His day to day.
And I thought that was really cool. Hey, real quick, I know we're like a few minutes in. Did we say our names?
That's all right. We're gonna say him now. Julio.
I don't think we said our names. For anybody that's watching that has no clue who we are, if we said it, then my bad that we're repeating it. But my name is Chazzy.
And I'm Julio.
And this is Julio.
Which we can edit
And
later.
we're the Side Project Podcast. I have no clue. It's cool. First episodes are always a little rocky, always a little rough.
Still trying to figure everything out.
I haven't slept in fucking days, so I'm a little
nice,
here
man.
and there. It's
a little restless.
It's going great. You know, I love not sleeping and having my brain get the rest that it needs. But back to the Joker. I really dig it, man. And which brings me to Jared Leto.
Oh man!
When this movie was first announced.
Yeah, he was trying to kill it from the jump.
Yeah.
And you know what though, and it's because again, it's what I think.
Cleanse my palate.
I think what studios do in general is they promise the actor a certain amount of screen time, a certain his own standalone first, which I think is what he was expecting.
And he was expecting the Harley Quinn Joker
the Birds
spin-off.
of Prey, right?
The spinoff. I think it was originally going to be, and then they changed it. It was going to be Joker and Harley Quinn, and then they changed it to the Birds of Prey, and the fantabulously long fucking title name that's unnecessary.
Yeah, which that's a different
whole thing.
Story.
But Jared Leto, I have a quote actually from the Hollywood Reporter. Kim Masters of the Hollywood Reporter says that the Oscar-winning actor, when he first learned of the Phillips project, he not only complained bitterly to his agents at CAA or CAA, whatever, who also represents the director. Phillips, right? Phillips. They represent him too. He also asked his music manager Irving Azoff to call the leaders of Warner's parent company, and the idea was to kill the film, to get them to fucking smash it.
Well, Joker definitely killed it, but more so because of his acting.
Yes,
he did a good fucking job, and I think Jared, that's where he was kind of feeling that.
He was upset about it. I think look, I understand. He felt passionate about being the Joker. He really wanted to do it, and that's cool. Feel passionate about what you want to feel passionate about. That's awesome, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this good, but the fans just didn't like it. And where do we draw the line of was it Leto's, acting and portrayal, or was it the script that he was given, or is it a mixture of both?
I think it could have been. I think it could have been a mixture of both. Even though he was kind of pushing it too far with certain things, like he was sending some of the co-stars a couple different weird
dead rodents and condoms. You send me a condom, I don't give a shit, dude. We're having problems, man.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about that.
I won't send you any condoms
off the side, please don't.
Yeah, all right.
I don't want them.
But yeah,
I don't need them.
So it was just, I think it was a combination of he was trying to establish himself, and then he just didn't have the screen time. I think I saw potential there for sure. It's just that it was just too much.
There's certain things, but you know what? Okay, like my take on it is same thing. Is I saw potential. I wanted to see more. It was really cut. They cut him out. Like he had like 33 seconds in the movie Suicide Squad, which I did not like. Suicide Squad, by the way, just for the record, I thought it was a horrible movie. I liked certain things I wanted to see. I didn't like the tattoos, which the director of Suicide Squad apologized for. That was his take.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So that was kind of his spin on it.
I'm damaged as fuck, but you don't see me writing it on my forehead and walking around with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think that was lame. Do we even need to touch on it anymore? No, I don't think so. I think it just wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah. Give me your top Joker list real quick. Let's go.
For me, definitely, it's gonna go. There I go. I was gonna say Jared. Joaquin. It's gonna go Heath. The animated version Joker. I really liked that one. And then if I were gonna put Nicholson in there. I would probably say, I'd give him.
That'd be yours.
Yeah, I'd probably give him that one.
That's a good list. Mine's better. Mine goes with my
we'll
number
see.
one
We'll
is
see, right?
Joaquin. Again, I don't care about it being comic accurate, quote unquote, or this
No,
or
this
that
is
because
this is your top list.
Batman wasn't in it.
Not
which
as good as mine.
I'll touch on that real quick about Batman and Bruce Wayne being in Joker. But Joaquin Phoenix is my number one Joker. Heath as my number two. I gotta go with. It's a hard 3 and 4 is a hard between Jack Nicholson and Mark Hamill's animated one because Mark Hamill's got the laugh down like crazy.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
I think that's kind of what drew me to his.
And then I give my top 5. My fifth place goes to Cesar Romero from the old school Batman with Adam West, just because I think that was the first portrayal of Batman Joker ever. I think on screen, right?
Yeah,
I think so. What was I gonna say though? Well, I was bringing it back to.
Batman.
Batman.
How it might or might not tie
Bruce
into
Wayne
the situation.
the Wayne family is in Joker.
Yeah,
he's in it. Bruce is a kid.
Yeah, which you have to see it to understand, but yeah.
Which brings me to Matt Reeves' Batman with Robert Pattinson. Sparkle.
Yeah, talk about sparkles, man. I'm not too excited about Twilight, man, but
I'm gonna give. When it was first announced, I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? But then as it went on, I was like, you
got a little bit more serious with it.
I'm gonna give Robert a chance. You know what I mean?
I think he's a good actor, man. I'm not taking away from his acting skills. It's just I don't know if I'm not gonna lie. I'm not well versed in it. I haven't seen a lot of Robert's movies, but I hear nothing but amazing things. A lot of his indie movies, especially that he's an amazing actor and he doesn't get the respect he deserves because people can't stray away from the Twilight situation. Yeah,
which
I
agree.
It's
us. We're coming in a little hot there, man.
Yeah, am I
coming in a little hot there? Look at that.
That's all right. That's right.
It's hot.
But yeah, so it's just kind of one of those things like we can't look past certain characters, different or older movies. But I'll give them a chance. I'm not gonna hold that against them. Hey, I know some of our fans might like Twilight, but I don't know. We'll see.
Oh shit!
There you
Fucking
go.
up. Excuse me.
All right.
Let me fix that.
Yeah.
Technical errors
here. Then again though, how's that gonna work out? Are they gonna cut Joker into it? It wouldn't really make sense. Are we getting a young Batman?
Man. That's where I'm going with this. If you notice in the Joker film, he's already graying a little bit. He's got a little bit of gray hairs. And Bruce, like I said, Bruce is a kid in this movie. So is this Joker?
If he's graying already and he's a young Bruce Wayne,
he's got to be in his 40s.
Yeah. So how's that going to kind of work into?
I would say they never say his age, right?
No, they didn't. But
I would say by his facial features and his hair, probably mid 40s to late 40s. Would you agree?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah.
But again,
so being that Bruce was only like what? Maybe 10 at the most.
12 years old or something like that.
So where does this Batman take place? I guess we'll find out. But is Joker going to be included in this because of the age gap? You know what I mean?
I don't think they should, man, because you know what? I don't want them to kind of ruin and do too much with Joaquin's Joker. I think we deserve either another standalone film or maybe just in a different timeline it would have worked. I think just the way they're kind of bringing things in, just because even Robert Pattinson in general is a younger actor, and you're going to be able to see the age gap in that alone.
He's clear. This Batman, whether they start, I don't know what age they're going to do it, but he's clearly, I'm going to say, probably the youngest on-screen Batman that we're going to get, that we've gotten thus far. At least.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah, because there's Christian you could tell he was more of an older, developed Batman. There was
Ben Affleck was the oldest.
Yeah, which by far, since we're doing kind of a, little top favorite ones. He was my favorite because of the chin, man. I think
Ben
Affleck?
Batfleck?
I think Batfleck. Yeah,
he was a beast, he was the
one who kind of embodied more of the actual Batman,
the animated one, right?
Not Bruce Wayne. It was more.
I liked him as Bruce Wayne too, but I get what you're saying. He was an awesome.
He filled out Batman. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, he had everything to go with it.
I thought it was a great portrayal, man. But where is this going? Is Joker included in this Batman? Are we gonna get another Joker down the line again already? You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. Which brings me to Matt Reeves' Batman. Are they throwing in too many villains right off the bat? Because they already announced Zoe Kravitz is Catwoman. Stoked.
Okay.
I think she's a great actress.
I can see that.
I think she's cool. I watched this indie movie. I can't remember the name. Should have done my research, but I didn't. It was on Netflix at the time that I watched it, like 3 or 4 years ago. She's a great actress in it, dude. Yeah. Couldn't tell you anything about it because I don't remember, but I just remember that there was this movie that I watched.
I'm gonna bring up something that I don't really remember, but I'm just saying.
We're gonna talk about it. Can't give you any fucking details about it whatsoever.
If somebody down
all I
there
know
knows
it was great. She had like a anorexia disorder thing. She was anorexic in the movie. If anybody can figure that out, but she's cast as Catwoman. I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah,
she can pull it off.
But then again, that's you kind of see the direction they're taking the cast into a younger cast.
True.
Joaquin's not gonna fit in that.
Exactly. Boom. Point made. How is that gonna work? But I'm sure there's ways they can do it. But also, how's that gonna work with Joaquin as a whole? Is he gonna go through all that mental and physical, losing all that weight and the mental method acting into?
If you notice,
takes a toll. You know what I mean?
If you notice, because you had to have seen it by now, and even if you didn't, I'm gonna spoil it for you. I'm gonna kind of let you know right now. The final scenes, as it's cutting out, he's in what we could assume to be Arkham Asylum.
Right? Probably, yeah.
He looks a little bit more filled out in comparison to the rest of the film, how he started.
Possibly.
His hair looked a little bit grayer. You know,
Yeah.
he looked kind of a little bit more filled out,
Yeah.
which again can be
a great movie.
a different Joker that we're gonna see.
I'm gonna go watch it again. Fuck this podcast. I'm going to watch it again.
Hey man.
Okay, all right, fine, dude. I'll wait till after. Jesus
Don't leave
Christ.
us just yet.
Wait till after, man.
So,
Zoe Kravitz is Catwoman. Jonah Hill was originally going to be cast as the Penguin, but they couldn't work that out. I think that would have been
massive
awesome,
potential.
dude, man.
They just probably didn't want to pay him his
maybe,
money, man.
I don't know. That would have been great though.
Yeah.
Paul Dano's cast as the Riddler. If nobody knows who Paul Dano is, Google him right now.
Do
Look
your
him
research.
up.
Unlike
Watch him in a
Chaz.
couple movies. He's a great actor. I think he's going to be a great Riddler. Not a Jim Carrey take, and it's nothing on Jim Carrey. It's a different time back then as well.
Not to shit on Jim Carrey,
No,
but he's
no,
basically
yeah.
shitting on Jim Carrey.
I
It's
like
more so
Jim-
because
I
I
like
think
Jim Carrey.
I think Jim Carrey's Riddler was more of a comic relief.
Yeah, it was
he
a
was a
different
little
take, man.
little bit
Yeah.
more so on the weird side. We hadn't seen that yet.
It wasn't. I think people would say I was younger at that time too, so I wasn't fully in delved into the comics. But I think people would say that it wasn't really an accurate Joker, accurate Riddler.
No,
Jim Carrey's Riddler.
No,
but
no.
Paul Dano cast as a Riddler. I think it's going to be great. But that brings me back
Which
to
in the Gotham series, I think he played a better Riddler than Jim Carrey did.
Oh, I never watched it.
You should, man.
I didn't watch
You
it.
should.
I'm not big on the DC. Like the TV series.
You should just for shit's sakes, just to say that you saw it, you know.
Eh,
But we'll see.
We'll see.
Regardless.
Paul Dano as a Riddler, I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool. But
He has potential.
Are they putting too many villains in the Batman and the Matt Reeves Batman already?
Yeah,
right
I
off the
think
bat?
so because they're kind
Are they
of
doing the traditional DC convoluted crap where we don't get to know anybody ahead of time?
Yeah, we don't get to sit with
Yeah.
anybody. We don't get to kind of let it marinate. But
Yeah.
then that's gonna be too many standalone films to try to get to know everybody. So I think kind of where
And
we're
that's what I'm
at
saying,
is
which is what they did with Justice League. They just kind of threw everybody together, and you know what I mean. And
well, to be fair though, we kind of knew certain people's backstories just because if you're a
comic fan, yeah.
you're a
But I
fan.
mean, as a whole, storytelling and character development and building up, like I hate to do the comparison between Marvel and DC, but it's like
They're
Marvel,
better at it.
Yeah, they build you up and to get to know those characters
And then brought
over
them all at the
time,
end.
and then they brought them all together, so you feel something for Ant-Man and Iron Man and Hulk and this and that. You feel because they had standalone stories, they built you up to it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas DC just kind of was like, hey, look at, you know these guys from the comics, right? Fuck you if you don't. Boom. You know what I mean?
Here you go. You're gonna fucking watch
Threw
it now.
everybody together.
You're
you know?
gonna learn, right?
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't feeling that, you know. Which brings me to Shazam.
I never really got into it. I'm not gonna.
You haven't seen Shazam?
I'm not gonna bullshit you
I
there.
watched
No, I
Shazam,
haven't. It's just it wasn't one of those that kind of. It
didn't stand out to you.
Yeah,
it's
kinda
it's one of the better ones in DC. It's a little cheesy here and there, but it makes sense though because it's he's a kid. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's a kid. He's just a little kid. He's an orphan. He's trying to make his way through things, and all of a sudden, just sit there. And he's
Bam.
like, you know what I
He
mean?
has powers and
he's
shit
a
and all
man.
that.
I'm
All
a
right.
man with pecs.
So you like men with pecs?
Spoiler alert, I didn't say that. They that threw me off. Now I'm thinking about pecs. God damn it. Black Adam.
Yes, there you go.
Black Adam is coming
waiting
in.
for you,
At the
man.
end of Shazam, it was a deleted scene actually. It wasn't at the end. They threw in a little thing where all the kids that are what the hell are they called? I'm not well versed in the Shazam aspect of the things, but all the Shazam kids, all the ones are there, and then there's an empty seat, and that's supposed to be Black Adam's seat.
Yeah. Okay.
And they kind of discuss on that. Like I think it's like a 15 to 30 second little clip.
Which I don't know if I'm too excited about who's gonna play it, but then again, I didn't really get into Shazam in the first place.
The Rock is going to be playing Black Adam.
It's a big dude.
And I'm down with that, but I'm also like, can The Rock pull off a comic book character?
I think he definitely has a lot of comedy side to him. So for sure, I could see him doing that part, but I just don't see him coming in as an actual character. He's done too much like funny shit. Like
why is he always in jungles?
Because he likes jungles.
He's always in jungles.
What's wrong with jungles, man? I like jungles.
He's typecast as the
jungle guy,
and the action guy. But hey, it's no disrespect to The Rock at all. I really like The Rock. I really do. I dig The Rock. I've always been a Rock fan since the wrestling days.
Oh yeah, can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Do you smell it?
Yeah, one of them.
Do I got the eyebrow right? I dig The Rock. If you guys hear that, and if you hear some snoring, that's my dog. It's probably off camera. She's laying down over here, so just excuse that. Black Adam, The Rock, 2020, I think is when they're shooting it. It's been confirmed. It's happening. It's coming up.
Oh man.
I guess we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But I'm a little
skeptical.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Keeping with comic book movies and superhero stuff, let's go to Marvel talk. A new segment coming to you. Third Ant-Man movie is in development. I think it's shooting. It's shooting
in 2021,
in
right?
21.
So then we're realistically not seeing it till like 22, maybe 23.
Yeah, depending on when it comes out. Because here's the thing, it may not be a movie.
It might be a series, right?
Disney Plus
Young
series,
Avengers?
which and they might be introducing the Young Avengers into this. And again, I trust Marvel more than I do DC with DC's record.
That's for sure.
I understand that they got to throw in more characters because characters are dying out and things are happening. So I get that they got to throw in more characters, but
don't try to do too much too fast.
I mean? Yeah, I hope they don't do too much.
Man. I think that's another. That's a movie
that
didn't
they're on a roll
get
right now.
Yeah,
Marvel. They're just dishing shit out, and they're announcing things like years in advance and different characters and this and that. Like Shang-Chi. Yeah, I don't know anything about Shang-Chi, and I'm a giant Marvel fan. I don't know anything about Shang-Chi.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is.
I think they're just whatever. You know what I'm saying? Third Ant-Man movie shooting 2021. Young Avengers possibly going to a series at Disney Plus. Okay. I think that all of that is possibly happening because in comparison to a lot of the other MCU movies, Ant-Man didn't do as good on paper.
Which is a shame, man. Because I think acting wise, they had a lot of good actors on there. I wasn't too sure about T.I.
Paul Rudd.
I'm not too excited about his character. But
no, you know what? I kind of like it. I think it wasn't because it was like it wasn't T.I. It was just thrown in there. Yeah. But Luis was better.
Oh yeah,
Luis was
fucking hilarious. He's another one that made that fucking movie.
I'm pretty damn sure they're gonna have him at some point in the Ant-Man movies do his whole backstory story, like wrap up about.
Well, they kind of did. They kind of did a couple
snap
times
and everything. I think that's gonna be great.
So we'll see, man. We're excited for that.
The script for keeping with Marvel. Oh shit, sorry. The script, Thor: Love and Thunder, is finished. But
I'm not too excited about that title. No? It sounds kind of fucking lame to me,
I'm not trying to be, before anybody comes in with this world that we live in on the feminist bullshit. It has nothing to do with that. I'm just not too excited about them bringing in like a female Thor situation. But they're saying, because it got a lot of backlash, they're saying that she's not going to be like a female Thor. She's not.
Yeah, she's just added into it, right?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. But it's finished. The script is finished, but they're not quite sure
who they're casting.
No. They're not quite sure on Thor's weight because after Endgame,
are we doing this?
He was big.
Are we doing the whole talk about the bro Thor versus fat Thor?
He's fat.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it what it is, man. He's fucking fat.
If he's fat, he's fat, and there's nothing wrong with it. Embrace your big boyness. But I don't like this whole.
Hey, us big boys are in season right now.
I'm so offended by his fatness. I'm so offended by everybody calling me fat. It's not fat shaming.
Nah.
If you're fat, you're fat. I'm sorry. You don't want to be called fat. Is it insensitive to say? Lose some weight.
It might
fix
your
shit.
It might be a little bit.
It's on you.
It's
on you.
I think the whole point is, though, to be honest with you, is just that let's just call it what it is. And I think a lot of people are scared to do that nowadays.
Also, it's Disney. That's why.
And they're trying to protect
it's Disney. They got to be family friendly.
I don't think it was necessary for him to be at least that big because I think he's already kind of shown.
I think it added a little something to it, though. You know what I mean? Like me and you were talking before, and you had mentioned to me that part of you did like it because it showed he was depressed. He was, everybody in his family's dead now. Everybody's gone. They failed to Thanos. He couldn't do it.
Him in particular, right? Because
I thought some of it was cheesy,
aimed for the head,
like
man.
the Fortnite thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When he was, I'll come over there and kick your butt. Like I wasn't down with that.
Since when does he play games like that?
But Korg is awesome, by the way, and I'm glad that he's coming in. He'll be in there. He'll have I think he's got a prominent role in Love and Thunder.
Okay.
Remember Korg?
Yeah, so there's some things to be excited about.
Yeah.
I'm just not too hot on that title. But again, that's just me though. Maybe one of you guys down there in the comments or something like that want to let us know what you guys think about that.
I'm gonna sit back. Let us know what you think about Bro Thor versus Fat Thor. The name doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter to me. We just call it.
How do you
what
feel
it is.
about
It's
him being
fucking
fat in general? You know what I mean? Did you like that story arc? Hey, embrace your big boyness. Some of us are big, and some of us are skinny. It is what it is. How do you feel about the Venom and Spidey crossover? It's confirmed. It's happening.
I'm excited for it. It's just I'm not gonna lie to you. As much as I like Tom Hardy as an actor, I've been excited by a lot of his fucking films. He's done some mob films. He's done Mad fucking Max. He's done Bane. So he has a potential there. It's just I'm not too excited on how he handled some of the Eddie Brock situation.
I agree, man. It's he did for anybody that doesn't know, Venom and Eddie Brock. You know, if you're not well versed in comic, I'm not. When we say Venom, I mean we are talking about the movie, but also the character, character Venom. Aside from Eddie Brock, the symbiote. Yeah. Tom Hardy did the voice for Venom. He did the voiceovers. I thought that was pretty cool. I think some of it was the script. There was a couple cheesy lines in there where I was like, would comic version Venom say that? You know what I mean? This is just Sony trying to cash in on the quick entertainment, quick one-liner bullshit. Yeah. I don't dig all that.
Quick little 1-2 punchline.
Yeah,
shit,
but
right?
Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock, I didn't quite dig it, man.
You know what?
He wasn't a comic actor.
I feel though he should have even. I'm not saying I would have liked him. I would have liked to see him the same size as he was in like Bane or some shit, but I felt that he should have been a bigger dude because of who you're fucking portraying.
Yeah, Eddie Brock in the comics was big in general. Like Venom just made him even bigger. But Eddie Brock was already big. He was a big guy. Yeah. And Tom Hardy didn't get to that muscular physique for this movie, and I just thought that was weird. And then I just thought like the acting as a whole with almost everybody was just
kind of off a little bit.
It was off, dude. And it's like some of these excuse me, some of these like, well, I guess not all of them. Like the villain in Venom, I don't know his name. I don't remember his name. See, again, but I thought that was he was bad. I thought he was bad, dude.
Came off as a real prick, and maybe that's what they were trying to do.
No, but not even just
him,
that. Like it was just bad acting. Like the acting was cheesy as hell, and then that made Tom act even cheesy. It's just what the hell. So that brings me to Tom Hardy's a great actor.
Yeah, so, hands down. Nobody's doubting that.
Are they switching up the portrayal once he comes along into the MCU with Spidey? Because Tom Holland is just a kid, and as far as Hardy's portrayal of Eddie, Tom Holland's portrayal of Peter knocks that out the park and makes Eddie Brock, Tom Hardy's portrayal of Eddie Brock look just
a little weak, right?
Weak, yeah.
Which again, it's interesting to see how that dynamic's gonna go. Just the back and forth. I'm really interested to see that, and I'm just
Venom was one of my. I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm totally going to. Yeah. And
nice
Venom
guy.
was one of my favorite characters growing up as a kid, man. And
yeah, definitely
fix it. Hey, fix it. Do better.
You guys pay him enough, man. I think you guys could do something with that.
I think it's gonna be awesome though to finally see Venom on screen with Spider-Man in a better portrayal, because it's way better than
we're gonna see what
Raimi one.
Yeah, we're gonna see what route they kind of fucking take with that. You know,
I'm stoked to see it as a whole. There's just a couple things that I would like fixed.
Maybe take out Woody Harrelson from doing Carnage.
Woody Harrelson as Carnage. I'm not sure that I see it, man. Honestly, I swear to God.
I think you were telling me, right? You see too much Zombieland in him.
Yeah, I just see like the Zombieland character. I also just see Woody Harrelson. He's not Cletus Cassidy, which is he gonna be able to? I'm certain he's probably gonna do the voiceover for Carnage as well. Is he gonna be able to do that? Like,
we'll see. We'll see. You know what? We'll do this, man. You give him a chance to kind of develop, and I'll give Robert Pattinson a chance to develop.
Also, it's Batman. Like I know we didn't see anything. Some people may be like, "But Chaz, we only saw him for like 30 seconds at the end."
But you know what though? The first impression
says a lot. But even just that, it looks like production was just like, "Hey, Woody,
come in real quick.
Just
say a couple
here. We
things.
got this Annie wig from the Halloween store that popped up around the corner. Put that on." And it's like they just put it on him, and he was like, "I'm fucking Cletus Cassidy now." Like I know that voice was not Woody at all, but it's fine.
It's probably gonna be better than the one he throws up, but we'll see.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just not too stoked about that. Carnage is also one of my favorites, and it's clearly heading towards a team up. I would think between Venom and Spidey trying to take down Carnage, because Carnage is much more powerful than both of them.
Powerful, definitely is.
And he's just a psycho. How is this going to work with Disney coming in? Because Carnage is exactly that. He's Carnage. He's a psychotic, dude.
Yeah, that's.
I think Jim Carrey would have done a good job.
Oh, for Carnage?
I think Jim Carrey would have done a good job. And I think that was something that everybody was rallying for in the very beginning.
You know what, though? I kind of want to see. Well, I mean, we know kind of why they're not bringing him into too much. But
yeah, I think because of his. I hate saying the word woke because everybody thinks they're woke these days and they're not. But for lack of better terms, Jim Carrey is awake. He's on point. I think a lot of companies are straying away from that, especially Disney.
Yeah, but I would have we need to see kind of bigger guys, man. Yeah. We need to see.
Well, Cletus Cassidy isn't that big.
We need,
right.
But
he's here.
I think Tom Hardy.
I'm gonna bring that up.
I think Tom Hardy needs to pack on some size, and if we're gonna have Carnage needs to be fucking vicious, and he needs to really, really fucking shine and kind of stand out. See, if you see, he wasn't a huge dude.
He's muscular.
He's not. Yeah, exactly.
He's skinny, muscular. He's fit.
Yeah.
Look at this. We're looking at the picture of Woody Harrelson in the Annie
fucking die, man. You gotta pop that up for them to see real quick. I just don't see it happening.
I don't know if we can. I don't want to get any copyright strikes or anything. Right? I don't know. I don't want to get any bad. I mean, even this guy would have been a good job. What's his name again? Oh, damn, I can't remember his name. But from the Watchmen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He would have been a good Carnage too. But look at Jim Carrey. Right?
Damn,
we're looking at a picture of Jim Carrey.
See,
Jim Carrey.
You know why? Why I could see it? Because he could fucking get dark. And which is kind of why
exactly
he
his cross dark. Between comedy and darkness
he's
would have
been there. He's
would have been
a
good psycho. So I think that would have been great, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna go into a segment that we're gonna do every week, and it might be a couple multiple little things. But we sit and we talk with each other all the time, and we text each other and we say, "Do we need this?" As something that we do. So keeping with that, Infinity Saga, the Marvel DVD box set, Blu-ray box set, whatever. The Infinity Saga set, 22 movies over the course of 10, 11 years, is costing roughly something like that, costing $550. And I understand. Before we say anything else, I understand 22 movies, this and that. I get it. But am I going to dish out $550? Julio, do we need this?
No, we don't.
We don't need this.
Yeah. Now we can stream everything. But if Marvel wants to send us one, I wouldn't mind it.
Send it to me.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. Share it with your mom. Share it with your friends.
We'll tag you.
Real quick, I want to touch on something. Martin, last little thing for the Marvel stuff real quick. Martin Scorsese says that Marvel films aren't cinema.
You know what? I'll respect his opinion. I don't
just because of who he is and the cinema that he has put out.
Fucking Goodfellas, man. God, hands down, one of the best fucking mob movies. But
almost every movie that Martin Scorsese has done has been amazing.
I think though the point where, at least for me, I'll respect his opinion, which I think a lot of us need to do, just because of who he is, his roster, what he has brought to the movie world and entertainment. I'll respect his opinion. I'm not going to agree with it though, because I think there was a lot of people that put way too much time, effort, blood, sweat, fucking tears, the stunt doubles, the boom guys, for fucking hours.
Everybody
they
in
did
there
way
doing
too fucking much. For somebody to come in, that's like you dedicating your life to something, or 5-10 years of your life, and
somebody
come in and say, hey, that's not fucking
that's shit, buddy.
That's shit. Yeah. Go back to the drawing board on that one.
Exactly. Bob Iger, head of Disney, he said the same thing you said. Disrespectful.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful to say to everybody that worked hard on it. Your opinion's your opinion. That's cool, but I find that disrespectful to everybody that worked really hard.
And
it is cinema, man.
It is cinema, but I think what he's kind of doing, because he kind of has a few things coming out.
The Irishman.
The Irishman.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah, that's gonna be fucking
theaters epic. November 1st. Is that what it is? Netflix November 1st. We got our friend Roger sitting in.
A little young Jamie right there.
No. It's coming out in theaters first, and then it's coming out on Netflix
on the 25th or something like that.
26th, I think, right? We clearly didn't do our research.
Point is that I think a lot of people respect him, but he might just be trying to create buzz around that movie as well.
No, I think he's being legitimate. What is it?
They're also using this aging process that they got from Marvel.
What?
So he's using technology that they use in the Marvel movies.
Oh, for the Irishman?
The aging of the process of the characters.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
So so he did his research. We did it.
We did. The guy that's not on the show did his research.
But that's not the point. I think the point we're getting to is that, look, we're all gonna say something that might offend somebody or might not agree with.
Opinion, yeah.
And you're entitled to that. Let's talk about it.
Yeah,
I just think he was out of line.
Write down in the
that.
comments, what do you think about Martin Scorsese saying that, and do you agree? I think it's cinema, man, because all these years it made you feel something like when you watch.
We invested all these years.
We invested the
going
time.
to movie theaters.
Yeah,
shit, it ain't $5
building
like
it up.
Used to be.
When Iron Man died, I felt it, man. I felt it. But you want to know something, real quick? In Infinity War, when Thanos stabbed him, I thought he was gonna die right there. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna die right there. And when that happened, literally, I was watching it. I was watching it at home. I didn't watch that one in theaters.
So you streamed it.
And
nice.
I was watching it and I screamed, dude. I swear to God.
Shit.
Yeah, I was like, no.
God damn it.
Yeah, I was like, no, because I love Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man, dude. And that brings me back to my point, is that right there, that emotion that I showed in that moment, and when Spidey
you can't tell me that's
when
not
Spidey
cinema.
went away from the snap and he was like,
oh, dude, everybody
I don't want to go or
that,
whatever.
Man.
Yeah, dude, you felt that, which that says like, right there. What is that?
That's fucking cinema. Oh, and that's our girl Mila kind of getting up and stretching.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see in the camera right now, but
I know you can hear her footsteps.
And make sure if she comes this way, yeah, make sure she doesn't. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's what it is. I want to get into something real quick, man. Let's see.
You want to hit him with the
Yeah, we're gonna do a segment every week. Cosplay of the week. We're super Mila. You want to chill with your tail? Thank you. Cosplay of the week. We're super into cosplay. We have not dressed up ourselves, but we appreciate it. We like it. We enjoy it. It's so cool.
It's something
man.
I plan to do though, man. I'd be excited.
I would like to do
that.
it at some point, but I don't know if I have the patience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I really like cosplay, and one of the we're gonna alternate our picks for the week, and I'm gonna take the reins on this week.
Yeah, I'll let him do that.
Something that I love, man. I love Blizzard, the company. I don't really dig Activision, for those that know what I'm talking about. But Blizzard, I love it, man. And one of the games that I really love is Overwatch. I play Overwatch. I'm a big Overwatch player. Okay. The cosplay of the week this week, there's a character in Overwatch called Winston. He's a gorilla. Yeah. In Overwatch, you can obtain a skin called Gargoyle. And that's what this week's cosplay of the week goes to. Nick and Tabitha from the UK.
Which
I think they're from. We'll tag them. Yeah, we'll put them up. We'll put them in the description and everything. It's gonna pop up on the screen. It might be up now. But Nick and Tabitha from the UK. I believe they're from London. Yeah. You can follow them at Artie Fakes Props. It'll be up on the screen. It'll be in the description. They did Gargoyle Winston, and absolutely amazing. If you're looking at it right now, you can tell that it was very well done. I think it's cool.
They're very passionate about it.
I'm not sure when this podcast is gonna air, but we're 2 days away from BlizzCon. I don't know if they're going to BlizzCon. I haven't looked at their Instagram, but really cool if they are, to see them walking around. Excuse me if you hear any footsteps in the mic right now. That's my dog. She's walking around. We let her do her thing. So really cool cosplay of the week. And then next week we'll have another cosplay of the week that Julio will pick, and it'll just go off. Yeah. I think that's really cool, man. So check them out. Go ahead and give them a follow, man. That's real cool shit.
I think we should hit them with another do we need this?
All right, okay. Let's see. We got for the Fallout, for the Bethesda fans over here, Fallout 76.
I'm not that big into Fallout 76,
me neither.
So I don't want to.
I have not played a Fallout game before. My brother has. I believe our boy Roger here, who's sitting in with us, he has. I think my cousins have played a couple Fallout games. So I'm not well versed in the Fallout world. I watch things, I understand it, but I've never actually got my hands on it. So tell me in the comments. Please comment down below if you think that we need this. Bethesda announced a subscription service for Fallout 76 called Fallout First. And for $100 a year,
you could play with 7 people in your own private party.
Exactly.
Right?
Allows players to play in private worlds with up to 7 people.
I'm going to tell them, and I don't have to be a big Fallout person. I don't think we need this.
I don't think we need it. Anything that costs $100 a year for a game that I already paid $60 for, or if you pay for like a special edition,
that's ridiculous,
man. $80 already to $100.
And I think that's the part. Maybe not so much the concept of being able to play with seven different players. Because again, I've never really got into it, so I'm not gonna down them or drag them. Because hey, there's fans out there for that, and that's cool. But I just I'm not paying, I don't think we need to pay $60 on top of a DLC pack or loot boxes, whatever whatever it is that they do,
and then you're just paying for all these things, and then you want us to pay a year for more stuff,
which we still have to pay for the network to play on. We still have to, it's just too much.
Internet, it's too much. We don't need it. I don't need it. I'm not gonna do it. Do you need it? Do you want it? Is this something you're paying for?
Let us know in the comments.
Let me know, man.
Let us know what's up.
Let's wrap this up, man. We're gonna wrap up our first episode, but before we go, we want to do one quick thing. IGN released their top 10 games of all time.
Again, this is IGN's.
IGN's top 10. This is
ours.
not our top 10. We want to know your top 10s though.
We'll
give you our top 10 in a later episode.
Yeah, we'll figure that one out.
It's gonna take some time, man.
I think they should definitely comment below, man. Let us know. And this, as you're gonna see, this list is not sticking to one generation or what kind of genre.
No, it's just
games.
Games of all time. This is IGN's top 10 games of all time. Coming in at number 10,
Super Mario 64.
I agree, definitely.
Yeah, it definitely needs to be up there.
A pioneer. Mario and Nintendo in general are pioneers
in the gaming industry.
64-bit, that era. Yeah. It just set that, and the Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time set the 64 generation, the tone and the era for that. Totally agree. Definitely on my top 10 list. Coming in at number 9,
Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption, the second in the series. Technically, people forget Red Dead Revolver.
Right?
Yeah, Revolver, Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead Redemption 2. This would not be in my list. And it's not. I'm not hating on it. It just wouldn't be in my list. It just wasn't. It's not for me.
Maybe if the list was bigger than 10, but nonetheless, let's hit him with number 8 at
Half-Life 2. I've never played Half-Life.
I've never played it.
I know it's a big game. I got some cousins that play it. So in the comments, would Half-Life be on your top 10? Coming in at number 7, Tetris. Tetris is a pioneer, man. I agree.
Yeah, but
for my time and era, I did grow up playing Tetris like crazy. Yeah, but it wouldn't be on my top 10.
No, it wouldn't be top 10. And I think if you throw Tetris, you got to throw Pong in there too. But I mean, that's kind of different. Pong. So let's hit it with number 6. Having a little fun there.
Number 6 is Super Mario Bros. 3, and I totally agree. Coming from Super Mario Bros. 1 to Super Mario Bros. 2, and then Super Mario Bros. 3 was already just an innovation, shift, right? Man. Yeah. With all the new power-ups and everything in it. Oh, God, they killed it. Super dear to my heart, man. I love Super Mario Bros. 3. Coming in at number 5.
The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Oh, man, I'm a super huge Zelda fan. I got Zelda tattoos. I got Zelda stuff all around my game room. Love it. And I am ashamed to admit that I haven't played Breath of the Wild like I should. Don't quite know why. I'm lagging it on it, but it's on everybody's top 10 now, so I gotta. But my favorite Zelda, real quick, my favorite Zelda of all time, Twilight Princess. Fight me in the comments. Coming in at number 4,
Super Metroid.
I understand it.
I could see why. Why because it had such a big impact. It's just not on me.
Not on me either.
Personally.
Yeah, I was more into Kirby, Mario at that time, Sonic and stuff later and whatnot. Blah blah blah.
Which is just a shame if you saw this list because I'm sure
wait till
it
we
came
finish
out.
it.
Yeah. All right.
Coming in at number 3,
Portal 2.
I find that weird. Portal 2. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not a Portal fan. But
not a big Portal
is
fan.
Portal on your list? You know what I mean? Is it on your list? Is it at number 3 at that?
I doubt it.
I don't know. Number 2. Hit him with number 2. Go.
Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
I played A Link to the Past. I don't think it would be my number 2, but I see how it could be on people's list. Okay. I understand.
And then this,
here we go.
Their number 1, I agree with because of my childhood with this game.
Their number 1 is Super Mario World. And holy shit, man. Super Mario World is so dear to my heart. Again, Super Mario 3 and Super Mario World are right up there with me. I think World takes it by a point or two. You know what I mean? Super Mario World was a fantastic, just perfectly put together game. Yoshi was in it. I love Yoshi. I love Yoshi, dude. So, do you agree with IGN's top 10? I don't. Everybody's is going to be different because the time that you grew up, the games that touched your heart, the things that you went through in life. Everybody's is going to be different.
And to be honest with you, I'm a little disappointed that if you're going to throw Metroid on there, you didn't throw Sonic in there, man.
There's no Sonic on this list, dude.
Yeah, which is fucking horrible.
How is The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time not on this list? How is it not on this list? There's also really not any computer games on this list per se.
Not much.
But I don't know. Everybody's list is different, and that's IGN's list.
Good job, IGN, I guess.
Yeah, good job. Hey, golf clap.
No, I'm not even.
You're not gonna give him a golf. I'm on my own with the golf clap.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm sure there's somebody that's sitting right now.
Nah, because I'll
clap with you, Chaz. I'll golf clap with you, buddy. All right, let's wrap this up, man. I think it's a good first episode. First episodes are always a little rocky. They're always we're getting in the groove. Bear with us. We're figuring things out. We're seeing how we're gonna go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go ahead. You got something to say?
Yeah. You want to kind of let them know where to find you at, where to find...
Well, as a whole, you can follow us on Instagram, the podcast at Side Project Podcast on Instagram.
YouTube as well.
Write down, hit us up on Instagram, hit the comments, respond, and interact with us. You know what I mean? We want to interact with you guys. Again, as much as it is our podcast, it's our podcast. We want to talk to you guys. We want to interact with you guys. You know what I mean? Julio, where can they find you?
Right now, for my Instagram, it's going to be G_Escobar90.
No, G_Escobar_90. It's a lot of underscores. He's really riding those underscores.
Yeah.
If you want to follow me, you can follow me at IG hates Chazzy. My Instagram is shadowban and it's limited. I got a whole thing going on. It's a whole fucking thing, but
just go to mine,
cool,
slide in mine.
It is what it is.
Go through mine and then you can look at him.
Find me, hit me up, give me a wave, say hello. Roll with us, man. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, share with your mom, your stepmom, your dad,
grandmas,
your stepdad, your side girl, your real girl,
your side project,
whatever. We're just gonna roll with the punches here, man. You don't need to. You know what? We're gonna keep this a beat each other up free environment. It's too much negativity in the world. We want to bring a little bit more positivity in the comments. Don't hate on each other and all this stuff. I mean, I'm not here to police anybody. I'm just saying
he's not here to police anybody, but he's policing.
I'm policing this. Too much negativity in the world, and we don't need that, man. We need a little bit more positivity like the old days. Social media has made everybody angry. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe, hit us up on Instagram. I like you. Do you like me? Because I like you. We want to keep this going with you guys. Side Project Podcast. Julio, got anything to say when we head out?
Nah, man, that's it, man.
All right, I gotta take my dog for a walk, so I'm out.